Today, we are unveiling a modern living room designed to complement our client's sofa. Refined, intentional, and beautifully curated. Every detail was selected to elevate the space and bring a true sense of luxury. Make sure you watch till the very end because there is an exclusive reveal you won't want to miss. And if you love luxury interiors, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I know some of you are itching to see the reveal of this beautiful living room. Anyway, without wasting your time, let's jump right into the reveal, shall we? Hi guys, welcome to a luxurious living room review. Any living room we design is luxurious. I'm sure by the time we finish this video, you will agree with me. The brief for this living room was very modern living room. Initially, they wanted wall moldings and later changed their mind about the wall molding because it adds a bit of traditional design to it. So we decided to just paint the living room with a very neutral color. So we went ahead to also install spotlights, and then we centered the ceiling light to the middle. I don't like where we have a living room like this. Two ceiling lights in a small space like this, it just feels a bit ambiguous. So my first point will always be to centralize it. They don't like chandeliers. In fact, that was one of the first things I mentioned during the brief. So this was in the kitchen area. So we had to move that, just to make sure that we still give them the exact type of light they like. I don't know if I've mentioned that the client does not like gold. So we had to keep that in mind when we were putting this whole place together. We had to build a custom made TV media wall. Now, for this TV media wall, one thing really inspired the design. I will show you guys. So we have an AC here. They have an AC here. I'm sure you guys must have seen the ACs in their rooms. So they have ACs everywhere and they wanted a TV media wall. So we had to make sure we boxed it in, and also in a way that if they want to use the AC, this mechanism will keep it open because the AC comes like this. It doesn't go down. So it opens up and, they can use it. And whenever they're not using it, they close it back. That's what inspired the size of the shelves, okay, on both sides, and also inspired us to put that whole, I'll show you guys that later. So what we have done here is, because the shelves are very wide and the client wanted this tinted glass, so we had to put two doors here so it's easy to open. And imagine that it's just one door, it will be difficult to access. Okay, so with two doors, it's easy to access and you can do whatever you want to do and all that. So it's push open for both of them. And then we have all the storages here, a lot of storage. We made sure to keep it floating just to open up the space. Okay, and then on this side, we had to create another push open cabinet or cupboard, what do you call it? Push open cupboard to mimic what we have there, to mimic the AC compartment. So that's like more like a storage. And then we went with the same shelves here with two glass doors all the way to the bottom. So this living room is rugged, so we had to introduce rug on rug. I wish we don't have to always do rug on rug, but in situations where the client does not want to change the rug, we're happy to do rug on rug. So that's what we've got here. And you can see now that there is a bay window in this living room, which kind of adds a bit of character to the space. I love the bay window. So clients already had these curtains and they were contemplating, should they change the curtains? Should they not change the curtains? And one thing that struck me was the fact that she said it was handmade from, don't know where, Africa, and we know that we have good curtains back home. So I didn't think it was necessary to change the curtains, especially because they're neutral curtains. So what we did was to change the accessories because accessories were not working. So we changed the accessories to what we have here, and then we are gonna keep it open. It's gonna stay open like this because they have shutters. Okay, so again, this is decorative because shutters just do all the job. So we just had to put this beautiful confetti glass here, glass verse here with a touch of red. In fact, you're going to see red flowers here and there because this is festive period. So we just felt to do this. They can always switch things later on. Right in front of the bay window, we introduced this beautiful large accent chair because we wanted to mimic the space here. We didn't want to have two accent chairs, two small accent chairs. We just felt one was enough, and then just give enough room for anybody to walk around, access the windows and all that. So this is so beautiful. So we used it again to introduce color into the space, because again, it's a very neutral space, but with a little pop of soft blue. So we have this blue here, and I love that it is a linen material. Okay, it's very, very beautiful, and it complements the sofa they have. So what we have done here is to now introduce the brown pattern cushions here, just to balance out what we have going on the other side of the room, which you guys are going to see as we proceed. So we also have this side table. This side table was their previous coffee table. We had to take that over to this side, and for us, the reason why we insisted on using this, because this is like the biggest side table I've ever had to use, but because there's a lot of space here anyway, and we have a glass coffee table, so I just felt we can as well just bring it in. There's a bit of glass and all that here. We repurposed it here, and we used it to introduce this very large table lamp. You would notice that we just have one table lamp in this living room. One thing again we did in this living room is we didn't stick to symmetry. In some parts of the living room we did, but some parts we didn't, because again, that's the beauty of interior design, isn't it? We have introduced this here, and we have also used it to add a little bit of greenery to the space. On this side, we have one 3-seater and 2-seater. This is not my ideal type of furniture, but because this is already pre-existing and client insisted she wants to retain her main furniture, we respected that, because again, it's a neutral furniture and we felt it's not overwhelming the space. For me, as long as it's not overwhelming the space and it suits your current design style, we just might make it work. Okay, just don't quote me. So now what we've done with this space is just to, upgrade the sofa. We had to introduce all these cushions. Now on the cushions, you would see that we have introduced the neutrals, which are the browns and the beige and all that. And then we have also introduced the blue, which is from the accent chair. And in the blue, you can see that there is also a string of, or some strings of brown, so it's more like a pop of blue here and there, but majorly the neutral shades. Okay, above the sofa we have this brown abstract frame canvas. I love it because again, it tones down the whole room. It adds a lot of sophistication to the living room. I love how it sits perfectly right above the sofa, and we use this round marble wall light to break down all the straight lines going on here. So the round marble light has softened up this particular space. So what we have also done is to make sure that we push down the marble lights to this side of the living room, because we wanted this side to light up a little bit, in as much as we have a table lamp. So symmetry was not of priority to us, also because we needed to spread out the lights. That's the way I would explain it. It was very, very intentional to spread out the light. So we have one right here by the window side, and then we have the second one right here by the entrance, so that way there is a balance. We also changed the door. This door has sucked my blood. I'm not even joking. Like at some point we had to introduce prayers because it was no longer physical. I'm not even joking. It was no longer physical. Dolly, right? It became something very spiritual. Well, God conquered. So as I'm talking to you, this door was installed today. This is the third door we had to replace. When I say it wasn't physical, I'm not joking. That's why I have this cook here, because I need to keep my temper down. So we have this door here, and I'm so happy that we successfully have it installed. It just takes the place from 0 to 100. And I'm sure that the client is going to be very happy with it. Okay. And this beautiful lamp, what do you guys think about it? This is typically not me, but judging from the layout of this house, the layout of the space, we just have one table lamp there, and we're not so particular about symmetry. This just did the magic. Okay, it's such a beautiful modern light. I love the way it anchors down to this chair and just providing all the lighting they need. They can turn off all this light and just this. So we have layered lighting in a way that wherever you are, you can just use your task lighting and not feel the need to put on all the big lights. Right above the two-seater, we have these beautiful rectangular mirrors, black mirrors facing the window. We just felt that it was necessary to, have mirrors here. One of the client's brief was to keep the space airy and open. Okay, so mirrors had to do the magic. And then we have this rechargeable wall light. So on this side of the sofa, we have also introduced these lovely and neutral cushions with the touch of blue. The same touch of blue we have there. We needed to balance it out. That's why we have this. And we changed the radiator. So we used to have a radiator right there on the TV media wall. We took it out and closed it off. We had to change this one to the black radiator. And not just that, because the AC is also more like a dual purpose heating and air conditioning, so that also serves. So that's why they didn't see the need to keep that one there, just so they can have their TV media wall. We have the sofa table here because there is more distance from here to the coffee table. You can easily stretch your hand to the coffee table, so that's why we have this here, and we have used this to introduce very nice portable textured black vase. I love this vase with the Christmas roses. These roses represent Christmas for us. Moving over to this side, this coffee table gives me all the chills. It is simple, it is sophisticated, it is very, very beautiful, and it keeps the space open because one of the client's priorities is to keep it open and not feel cluttered. So that inspired the style of coffee table we introduced here, which is a glass, because glass keeps the space open and airy. So with this now, we went with a smoky black coffee table. Everywhere feels open. You're almost not seeing much except the things on the tables. We have now used it to introduce the candle, the diffuser. I love this large diffuser. Again, it's very Christmassy, and that's why we had to introduce it. This is like 3 days, no, this is like 4 or 5 days to Christmas, right? So we felt the need for them to come into their home and feel like, okay, we're in the mood, because for them, this house was supposed to be more like a Christmas gift, from them to them. So we felt the need to add all these little pieces, and that's why we have this pop of red, what do you call this? Pom-pom artificial flowers in this very beautiful textured vase. This vase has my heart, like the shape, the texture, everything is so beautiful, and I love it. Let me know what you guys think about this living room. I absolutely love the way it has turned out. I always panic whenever clients want to keep their sofa, but I think with this we have managed to make it feel very, very cozy, very luxurious, and still keep it open, because one of my major concerns was with this type of chair, if you're not careful, the place feels cramped up. It doesn't even feel cramped up. You guys are going to see the final review when I do the walkthrough. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about this living room. Would you consider this style? What is it that really caught your attention in this living room? This smoky glass doors are so much growing on me, and we have introduced a lot of it in this particular property, especially in the bedrooms as well. You guys will see that in the bedroom. I'm sure you must have seen that. So yeah, this is going to be the end of this vlog. I don't want to bother with the kitchen because there's a lot of construction going on there. But there's some parts of the house I don't want to bother to share because there's still construction going on. So this is where I'm going to wrap up this particular project. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you want to contact us, please feel free to send us an email on the address in the description box, and it's going to be on the screen as well. So contact us for 2026. 2025 has been such a busy year that I feel like, I'm not going to say I feel like I want to tone down in 2026 because it's a blessing, right? But I also feel like I need to find a way to create more balance, find a way, because this 2025, I thought I was going to travel more, but here we are, walking. I feel like I've just been walking all through the year, but yeah, I can't wait to just go put my head down and enjoy my holiday. And Merry Christmas. I don't know, you guys might be seeing this after, definitely you're going to see this after Christmas. So I hope you enjoyed your Christmas holiday, and I hope that you are charged for 2026. I will see you guys in more reviews in 2026. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Stay fabulous. Bye.
I try to figure out who I am. not sure what I'm doing here, and the days don't work out the way I thought they would. And before you there was no one who understood. Never found somewhere I fit in. Until I met you I was feeling lost. But you're the one who can make it go away. All you have to do is look at me. Sometimes I can't breathe, but it feels like you're the one who saves me. When I try but don't succeed, yeah, it feels like you're the one who saves me, the one who saves me.
I'm trying my best to hold on. It's not easy, but I'm feeling stronger with you. And the days don't work out the way I thought they would. And before you there was no one who understood.
Sometimes I can't see, but it feels like you're the one who saves me. When I try but don't succeed, yeah, it feels like you're the one who saves me, the one who saves me. No, I can't get enough of what you do. No, I can't get enough of what you do. Enough of what you do.
I'll give you my everything. It's not much, but it's all I have.
You know we could run to a place where we belong, but I need you there with me to go on. Sometimes